Alright, so I'm gonna get started a little bit early today because work got canceled. I am both deeply saddened and excited for it, and we we decided not to do a remake tomorrow on Saturday because weekends are my days. There are, they do not roll over to the weekends. So, we're going to continue working on, and I'll be able to talk because this morning I wasn't talking that much. Um, let's see, because I was working on this, and what this is that this is called a edit stock, and you can kind of purchase these full products that are made, but they aren't edited. So you're able to like it'll give you like 6 takes of a shot, and they'll give you let's see here. So they'll give you like the rundown sheets, and so all of the script, all of the mock-up with the shooting draft, so all the shots, all the times, and I like to keep that, thank goodness for a second tiny screen, and then I put that over on the other side while hi yo, and if my voice is a little bit deeper, is I swear one of those SOB kids gave me some sort of sickness. If you out there have a child and that child is sick, keep them home, please. Do not just go, well, I paid for this, then, I'm going to keep doing it. But there's more in my life than tennis. That's just, I'm getting back in the groove of it. Oh my goodness. Calibrate. That's not a good calibration. Look at that. Oh, I think it did this last time. Okay. Camera on. I gotta wait it out a little bit. We gotta wait it out. So the goal is that you do your own edit and you're able to put it on your resume. And it's almost basically that you got to work on a project that was kind of given to you. There are certain things that people tend to do, like make trailers off of movies. That's one of the easiest way to do things. If you don't have a current project going on, you can show people through trailers. Some people will do things like take a bunch of shots from a comedy and make it look like a horror film. Um, you can also get film that's all messed up, and you can work on the color correcting. You can work on if it was if there was like dust on the lens or all sorts of stuff. Why is my guy not showing up? So let's so right now I'm barely anything. Barely anything. I only have 2 shots so far in order, so I have kind of a dorky shot over here that I kind of liked, but I am taking it out. So this is all about like teeth pulling. This is what I've been told. And so like she sees kind of a dork in the other room, and what I tried to add was like a reassuring smile. And then he would be still in a panic, and then the door slams on him like that. But this smile was like not part of it. It wasn't meant to be part of it. But I don't have um enough buffer at the beginning and end, so it feels kind of jolted. Like how when it cuts, there's like sort of it doesn't feel too natural, but it was kind of what I wanted, something like that. So through all of this, and it's gonna look like So here's like all of the clips. There's probably, you know, easily over 100. And you scout through them and you look through the script and you look through what the director liked, what the director didn't like. And so this is how I interpreted the very, very beginning. Let me make sure that. So the very beginning is it goes backwards like this. And then I tried to sync up or. So hold on. So I tried my best to make the circle from the fence or from the vent match up with the circle on top of the light a little bit. So you don't have to go exactly by how the director wants it in this thing. And what's great is that they'll actually give you advice, the actual place. So the website. So let's see here. So all that stuff will be small circle of light, drifting forward. Now realize we're inside a grimy pipe, and the light at the end of the tunnel grows faint as a new sound rises up. So sound is also another thing here that we have to worry about. And they do give us separate sound files for some of them. You can take sound files from one and then put it on another. I do need to learn to get back to knowing all of the shortcuts and the hotkeys. I have forgotten how to use them. It has been quite some time. So let's see here. So like for this one, like I can, so like how it says 1A, you would go and it would have like A1A. Sometimes they'll have the object with it. Sometimes they'll have, but like see here, like A2 take 1, A2 take 2. And then if it says SER, that means a series, which means that they're just doing a bunch of takes on the same script in a row without cutting it. So if the scene was a simple like some guy dramatically points and says that's my tomato, instead of him doing it and you say like cut or stop it and then you do another one and then that would be take 2, he just does a whole bunch of that's my tomatoes, just like 5, 6, 7, 8, 15 in a row, and then from there it's the editor's job along with the director to pick which one works. So the more film you have, the better. Thank goodness for digital, so we have a lot more room to work with doing multiple takes without expenses. So let's see here. The sound, I'm going to do the sound at the end here. We push through the metal grate at the end, and I'm reading the script right here. Push through sound. We push through the metal grate at the end of the tunnel and into, it says dentist's office, day. So it's how the script is here. Pipes and sinks, a cramped dentist's office from another era. So pipes and sinks. So this says pipes. I guess there's some pipes over there. So those are pipes. And then what'll happen is that it'll show in the script pages or the line pages like the takes and which one they like the most. So I could read these a little bit better, but I'm trying to find one that has sinks, because the sinks here have numbers, but sometimes it'll go like instruments. It'll give you an exact example. But I don't see. And then over here, let's see if it shows me where sinks are. And it should be. Point of view. So Mary point of view means that you're going through her eyes. So seeing the pipes, that's point of view. Seeing the you'll see the dentist tools, that's point of view. So let's see, full shot, that's not point of view of looking at the clock. So looking at the clock would be something like, so that's the pipes. You know, I'm gonna, do I want to get rid of all this? Yeah, let's get rid of all of it. Just because I want to do it the way the director wanted it to be done before trying to be all fancy and do my own stuff, because it's not the job of the editor to make all of the calls or the artisticness of it. That's more the director's spot, and the editor is the one that tries to bring that out as much as they can. So this script, and it doesn't mean you shoot the first shot first, the second shot second, the third shot third. It could be completely out of order, but then you kind of put it back all in the way you want it to. So pipes and sinks. So I have a bunch of pipes. Let's get rid of that one. These are pipes. Okay. Pipe series. Now does it say, it should say pipes that he likes. Okay, so he doesn't like, he has a lot circled, but he doesn't like pipes 2, and he doesn't like the pipe series. But it looks like he circled all the other ones. So let's put all the other ones. Let's put them just all back to back. And then we have to figure out, how long do we keep the shot on? Do we keep the shot on for a second, for a half second, for 10 seconds? You know, that's, oh, pipes he did not like. Okay, I'm not gonna. So he enjoyed the first one. Is this the third one? What is it named? Third one. He liked the fourth one. He liked the sixth one. He liked the eighth one. And I think that's it. Yep. And then I'll have like a little side note, like different pipes and clocks. No slate. A slate is that little kind of thing. Hello, hello. A slate is that big clapper thing that makes that big noise that people slap. And I know there's an example. Once you start hearing dialogue, you'll see it. So pipes and sinks. So let's find some good pipes. And then we'll start the visual novel at 8. So right, and we're just going to look at all of them. We're not. So this one is just a vertical, looking straight up and down. Nothing, and see, like you may use that, or it may be the director saying like, go back to the spot and do it again, and so you'd cut parts of it out. So that one is just straight looking up. See, like right there, you see the little hand. So that one is making the pipes move. So this is a question of, this is a little bit of the director, but this is also a little bit of the editor, if he doesn't have specific notes on it. So this one, the pipe's moving. The other one, it's not. I prefer the pipes moving. So let's get rid of the first one. Okay, so this one has pipes moving minus the hand. This one has pipes moving. Where are we here? This is pipes down and to the side. This is also pipes moving, but it's a different pipe. Okay. And so now we can also look back and eventually it might be, bring bring the same pipes back or bring those scenes back into a different shot that's like 3 pages away or like 3 scenes. So let's see. Do we want a kind of a medium close up, or do we want I kind of like that one. I kind of like it when it's so we're going to use that for right now. And what we're going to do is we're just going to let's see. And so see all of that jazz we would take out. But I don't want to take out anything right now. I want to put all the shots that they want together. Okay, pipes and sinks. All right, so now I'm looking at the sinks. For the sinks, he liked okay, sink and then sink A. So let's get first sink out there. And then we might bring these, back for a later shot eventually. So sink 1, sink 2, sink 3, he loved all of them. Camera pans. Okay, and then sink A, he liked the second one. The third one. He liked them all except the first one. He liked them all except the first one, including. Now I can do. Let's see, sink 5, sink 6, sink B, and then I have to see or hear the sounds that they give me. And you try to keep it on like on a beat. Okay, this says sink. I don't see a sink. Okay, I kind of but you don't want to make a decision too early. Okay, so that and then there's always the thing where I can put a little note right there. And then I can kind of brush through this. So that's basically the same thing. So he's there adjusting the mirror. So you take that out, of course. Okay, so that one. So let's take out. We know no matter what, this hand stuff is out. No matter what. And his body, and so right there. So I know that's never going to be used. And now that part right there, that squiggly part most likely will not be used. We're going to get rid of, because this is her observing things. So since it's going, I don't want it to go up and then back down. So we're going to put it there. So I'm just trying to take out, and I'll go back here. I'm trying to take out the stuff that I know will not be used within that shot. So all of that, yeah, all of that is potential. So I think I saw, is that a hand? What is that? What is that? Is that just a handle? I don't know. Oh, and it jumps right to... So this is the practice I need. This is the kind of the practice I need to get back into this mess. All right, so you see the hand there. So no matter what, that's out. Let's see if there's any more hand. There, that's not good. We take their bags and all that. So that's as far as we can potentially go. So I don't think that's a hand. I don't know what that is. It's something. Uh-oh. AMD updates. AMD updates. Okay. And so she's like looking around. So she wouldn't most likely be jetting her eyes. That's okay, so that's there. And then I'm assuming that he wants reactions for each one. Camera settles. Clock on the wall. X-rays. Dental tools. Okay, 2A, 2B. So, let's see here. So there's a whole bunch of, like, pipe reactions, and let's see here. 1E. So let's see if they ever use it. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if they use it. Okay, let's see. There's 2E. 2E. Let's take all the shots we haven't officially ruled in on this one top area. Sync 2A. What's this? Sync 2, sync pipes. So I'm guessing that we picked the pipes, but we haven't picked exactly. Let's see, what is this called? 3A. What is this called? 4A, 5A, 4A. Is this the same? Why are these both the same name? This is 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then sync B. Sync B is 1. Sync B is 2. Sync B is 3. Is my voice nice and low and velvety for you? I think it is. And I appreciate I'm getting about one more subscriber each day, which is nice. And then, like, what is happening today? We had the Prime Minister of Japan got killed. And then the guy who made, I don't know his name, I should, but I never played it. The guy that made Yu-Gi-Oh died in a snorkeling accident, which is insane. Frenchie's virtual cashiers make $3.75 an hour, have been called outrageous. Now the chain's founder wants to go global. Okay. I gotta take Twitter off the side when I'm doing this. You gotta focus on what you're focusing on. And so it's about 5 minutes too, so I'm gonna save this project. And oh, guess the number. I forgot. Let's play guess the number of the 8th. And the special number is 2. Let me see if I get that right. Hold on. Don't worry. I'll put the video. Let's see. Weather. David Lynch Theater 7. Okay. I don't know why he's doing this. Okay.
Here we go for today's number. 7, 2022. 10 balls. Each ball has a number.
I refuse to understand what.
Numbers 1 through 10. Swirl the numbers.
2. 2.
Pick a number. Today's number is 1.
So I guessed 3 on the very first one. So that is where my heart is. Okay. Let's try to get this. Let's get. All right. All the way up. Let's get rid of for collab. Display capture. No. There. Okay. Now it's reset. So. And then let's see the chat. No, that's not the chat. Let's go into my mode. Okay. That's the chat. All right, so I have it. Will it not let me move it? It's got to let me move it. Let's have everything's going to be locked except the chat. It's not going to. Okay. Will it let me move it one thing at a time? No. Oh, man. We almost had everything perfect. Look at that. I want to move it. I've been able to. I know how to. Come on. Okay. 1280 by. I wonder if I change. $12.80. Okay, it's there, but I want to move it. Why won't it let me move it? All right. Whatever. Okay, it's there. Will it not let me move anything anymore? Is it because I'm streaming? I feel like I've done this. All right, whatever. I blame. Here, let's go back to the waiting. Let's go back to the waiting while we wait. I'm gonna sound. I literally almost beat you by a millisecond. We literally did a sound effect at the same time. Literally. Like within a millisecond. It was beautiful. But of course, we need to make sure that my face is on correctly before we start reading my visual novel. I can't believe that I'm actually reading it for you people. You get to see the grammar. It's a little bit messy. Okay. We're gonna try the camera one more time, and if the camera doesn't wanna... If the camera doesn't want to move, it doesn't want to move. I got no time for that madness. No time for it. Get rid of it. Double. There. Okay. Now, if you can hear it. Games. Alright, let's add another one. And let's do one specific window. There we go. Sencha Cinema Society. I had to stare at this thing for like 2 years. It blows my mind how long I actually spent doing this. You know what I mean? It was one of those projects that I knew I had to get done. Okay, good. It's the right one. And let's stretch this out. And I'm ready. Oh, we're back with the Nagy. Some of us are going to eat together after this if you want to come. And if you ever want to jump in and do a voice, you're more than welcome to. This seems like an invitation that I can't say no to. We're going to find the grammar too. But that's not a bad thing. It's nice being expected by people, so accepted. Oh my goodness. Here's the phone. So the phone... I probably reread this like 20 times. But probably... Hold on, sorry. Hold on, sorry. Okay. So, I would quite honestly say I reread this like 50 times. Like 50, a solid 50 start to end. Well, 50 in chunks, but I would say 50. And I spelled like this, like a moron. So I'm going to take a picture of every moronic sentence I write. And it was kind of a bummer that I couldn't sell this because of all the art. It took, a lot of the art would have cost double for me to have full rights to, with, selling. So it would have cost like, if the art was 30, it would have cost 60, and that was too much. Sure, I say. Where are we going? Pretzel Palace. ... The owner has a stutter. So bad. But it shouldn't affect how his sign was. Never mind. It's the only place in the city that has the best pretzels in town. I was thinking we were going to go to the Stereotype Tea Room or Ice Cream Parlor. Because, you know, stereotypes. ... Look at that puffy, frowny face. Ooh, 2 of them. I should not be so close-minded. That's right, you shouldn't. We could easily taken you to the chicken fights after school instead. If they're still allowed. Of course we don't do those anymore. Of course. ... You'll love this pretzel place. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna try one more time to get this camera. I'm gonna try one more time. Yeah, I'm gonna unplug it. Camera off. Gonna unplug it. Plug it back in. Camera on. There. Really? That's all it took? That's all it took? My goodness. You'll love this pretzel place. You certainly won't regret it. You'll come back again and again. I thought you were going to go to the tea place today. See, I'm not a bad person now. Are you still worrying about your weight? ... Well, stop it. Yeah, lucky for you that dark colors in your uniform hide the weight. We made her cry. I feel like that should be written different. Yeah, luckily for you, the dark colors hide how fat you are. Or something like that. We're gonna change it up a little bit like that. Okay, so we made her cry, and she's running away. Damn. Naggy. That was horrible. Oh, Kimmy, wait. It was too late. Oh, Kimmy already ran off. Why? Why what? Making her cry? Because we can. Some small notebook flies out of her backpack and slides under one of the bookshelves, far enough where probably no one can get it. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Wait. Where is that? It's too late. Oh, Kimmy ran off. Some small notebook flies out of her backpack and slides under one of the bookshelves far enough where probably no one can get it. I don't know what that means. You're gonna be the white knight. You're gonna simp it out. Oh man, I forgot. Now, if one of the images are still in this, I think I'll be okay with Twitch. I'm trying to think. Hold on. All right, well, if something goes down, I'm quickly going to snap. I'm gonna go like let's see where the game capture is. Yeah, it's right there. I'm gonna snap the game capture off in case something happens, because I don't remember. Yeah, male simp feminist. Way to go, Moon Ghost. Really aiming for the stars. Alright. Anyway. Here we are. And look, a perfect spot for us. Oh, so this was the one where I bought a whole pack of backgrounds. So these are not custom backgrounds. These are, you can buy a pack of them and use them. But I couldn't find one with a food court. And I had a food court placeholder. And I couldn't find one. And so I did this. And I pretended my very best that this is somewhat of a food court. Which I think. Or maybe I can be an incel. Or maybe you can just be Moon Ghost. You be the best you can be. Actually, I believe that to a point. I still think everyone can improve on themselves. I feel like when people say, like, you're already perfect the way you are, I think that is a bad thing to say to someone. Oh, that's loud. I think that's a bad thing to say to someone because it makes them not want to potentially push farther. But that's my opinion. Let's make sure you can see it. I don't know what makes it perfect. I think she said just to say it, but we're going to make it no matter the intention. Maggie leads the way while the rest of us try to keep up. So, Roo. Yeah, that was very loud. Don't hit it again. I don't know why. Let's see. Can this get... No, this can only... Like, if I make this any louder, then that's going to be even louder. And I don't want to spend time disconnecting all that. So please, people out there, don't do the sound effects today. All right, so Roo coming. She told me she was going to just sit home after the meeting. What a dork. I know she hates eating with others. That and her not being the brightest of social butterflies doesn't help her cause. Are we talking about Roo? Alright. She actually told me she wanted to go home and start working on her project. Wow, really? I'm sorry to say that she did have some sarcasm in her voice. But there's still a chance that she meant it. This is 3 dots of sadness. Oh, Kimmy. I didn't mean what I said. Oh, she's going back to the fat comment. She didn't mean it. I knew dark colors were slimming, but you don't need it at all. Oh, I understand now. It always goes, think twice, say once. So instead of saying something like, Yuri's shoes are mint and pink colored, a mint and pink color mess, I should think twice first. Actually, I do have... I have just normal tennis shoes. I need to get better outfits. And then I was looking up like those aesthetic and vaporwave stuff, and I found these pair of shoes. I think they were like... They weren't 3 digits. I feel like they were between $40 and $60. And I should take a picture of them. I know I have them on Reddit. It's like this mint blue green, and then this rose pink, and that's the 2 colors. That's the name of the colors on the shoe, and I always wear them to special occasions. Those are my special occasion shoes. But then they got bought up by like New Balance or something, and they just discontinued all their fancy shoes, and it upset me. Okay, so instead of saying something like Yuri's shoes are a mint and green colored mess, I should think of it twice first. I should think twice first. It's another sentence. Come on, Yuri. Almost said my name. Almost said my real name. Hey. That's something probably to keep to yourself. So, do you know what you guys are getting? I usually go for the white chocolate-filled lemon pretzel. Ooh. They got this cotton candy one that's awesome. That makes my teeth hurt just thinking about that. What are you getting, Tatsuo? I usually try the flavor of the month, but I don't know if I should go for this one. What is it? I can't see the sign. Last month was mustard custard, which I almost gagged on. I wouldn't blame you. This month is a waffle pretzel. The Watzel, which I think could be actually a real thing. I love waffles, which I guess some of this is based off of me. Not a lot of it, but like the pretzels, because you'll see the pretzels, shoes. I'm trying to think of what else is. What else did I base? Oh, there's a picture. There's a certain picture where the main character, you can see the back of their head. but I made sure it looked nothing like me. So there you go. Bada boom, bada bing. F you. More than pretzels? Well, kind of. Is the pretzel, like, savory or sweet? Tatsuo squints at the sign behind me. I should just turn around. But she's putting so much effort into it, I thought to let her finish it off. It's got maple glaze with waffle ridges and a caramel dipping sauce. Oh my goodness, that... I don't know if I want to go. I am so getting that. I'll try it then. Just so you have company. We make our way to the counter, where a girl wearing a hat with a huge pretzel on it. Where there is a girl. Where... How? How do I read this? How do I work on this for almost 2 years? In sentences. Well... Somehow she pulls it off without making a complete fool of herself. Add a little bit there. Just a partial looking fool. As you can see, the art was not finished. But I kind of like it. So this is kind of starting to show you how the art will slightly change as the game goes on. And then the end is completely off the rails. I think we'll be able to get through it tonight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome to Pretzel Palace. If we have a stutter, I apologize. You don't need to do that shtick with the stutter. Thank you. Some people think it's funny, so I'll just keep asking questions. And so I just have to keep talking like that. Sometimes I worry if I'll develop a real speech impediment from this job. So what can I help you ladies with? Ladies? And Nagi laughs super fast. I'm so sorry. It says Juice Girl. I named her Juice Girl. I really wanted to get mad, but I held it back and went. What a disaster of a sentence. That's what I say. It's okay. That's a relief. So what will you be having? Okimi is one lemon iced pretzel. I am going to try the Waltzel. Great choice, sir. Are you only emphasizing that because you mistook me for a lady? No. Well, kind of. But to be fair, I do like them. Cotton candy dip pretzel, please. I will have a Waltzel as well. Don't want Yuri to feel alone on trying it. Oh, I remember the scenes that come up after this. Okay, it's just stupid. Pretzel Lady leaves, and it's just Okimi, Nagi, Tatsuo, and myself having our eyes wander up and down the menu listed above. Feels a little weird without Rururu, but I have to admit the group is a little more upbeat without her. Does Rururu usually go out with you guys? The club was formed about a week before you joined, so we don't know much about each other. We get to learn about each other at the same time. Quite nice, in my opinion. How beautiful, Okimi. I'm almost comfortable enough to share my deepest secrets of myself to get people uncomfortable. That's great, Nagi. Just great. I actually don't have much. I just wanted to look more mysterious for you and not look shallow. Give it time, Nagi. Give it time. You don't need to try to be the person you think we would want you to hang out with. I might gag over how many life lessons are going on right now. But I don't know much about her to answer her question about Yuri. I realize Yuri has the other R, so it's Ruri. Alright, it's almost like a stutter, Yuri. She seems quite reserved, so it will take a while. If anyone has a stutter in the chat, I'm sorry. Ooh, look, see Yuri? They make it fresh by hand, so you know they aren't just microwaving dollar store stuff. It is nice to see that. Here you go. Woman gives us our pretzels in these cool little paper baskets. Like something from an expensive carnival. Enjoy. Kimmy's pretzel has this nice yellow tint shine to it with some white chocolate pieces. Nagy's is all over the place with a thick purple coating and white sprinkles. Go big or go home, right? My waffle literally looks like someone literally just took a pretzel and put it in a waffle press. But I can tell the dough is much more waffle based than pretzel. I don't know. What. Is waffle batter different than pancake? And if so, I wonder how. A lot of cinnamon sugar has been put on, as well as a hefty side of caramel. And the thing is drenched in a thin maple syrup. The thinner the maple syrup, the fancier it is. This is what I learned. And side maple syrup note. So IHOP, the only place you can get real maple syrup in IHOP is in Vermont, because they literally made it a law that you cannot call anything maple syrup without it being at least, I forgot the percentage, but it's like a big time percent being maple syrup. So if you want IHOP, you gotta pack up your bags and go to Vermont. Usually a little more expensive. Syrup is thinner. See, I did the whole bit without even reading the next line. It's crazy. These look so great. We are filled with a nice, clean table to sit at. We all find. And this is all normal, by the way. I'm getting very excited when things start to change. So, we'll see if we can get through this whole novel. Kimmy bows her head a little as she looks like she's muttering something to herself. Looks like a little prayer before eating. It's really sweet to see someone before she gently takes a fork and a knife to a pretzel. Who takes a fork and a knife to a pretzel? Oh, Kimmy does. I think it's weird to use utensils, especially American-based silverware. Maybe it's just hard to cut a pretzel with chopsticks. You shouldn't have to cut a pretzel. Oh, Kimmy. Oh, Kimmy's dropping the ball. But I'm kind of yelling in my head for her just to pick it up and take a bite like that. It gives me some stress as someone drinking coffee with a spoon, like soup. The hell am I saying? From that, I turn to Nagy. She's trying to pick up the pretzel unsuccessfully, with just her mouth like a bird trying to fly away with something that's too big to carry. Hey Yuri, you have to try this. Sure, if you want me to. All these pretzels look so weird, in a good way. Oh, Kimmy uses her fork and knife to cut a small but generous enough piece to make it not make her on her fork. Oh, what does that mean, Yuri? What does that mean? The world may never know. It was a nice size piece. Here. She's sitting on the opposite side of the table. Pretend there's a table. And not able to reach to grab a fork. Me stretching out my arms like she is. Our hands are just inches away from each other to pass the baton of forks. That's not the way to say a sentence. Some people are looking strange at us. Some people are looking at us strangely. Another one. So it's now or never situation. Let me see. I take the bite, pulled the pretzel piece from her fork. The pretzel almost melts in my mouth, and is still somewhat hot. The lemon and white chocolate go together nicely without overpowering the whole thing to taste like a lemonade-soaked bread. I don't know if anybody would want lemonade-soaked bread. Excellent. Definitely would get this if I would come back. Super. Can I try your pretzel? I've never had it, and it looks really good. I haven't tried it either. You can go first if you want. Roll switch as she almost crawls on the table to get to my fork. I'll make sure to dip it in the caramel as well. I worry about one of us loses our balance and we will topple over with the table. Can't reach. So close. ... Ugh, here. She hops on her knees on the table. There we go. Where's the sound effect for this one? Wait, not. I'm gonna lower it for the sound effect. There we go. Awesome. I paid someone to make this. Oh dear. Oh dear. I miss them too. I've tried to get in contact with them just to say hi. It's been a while. You got that right. I love their art. Okemi quickly bits off the piece and falls into her chair. How? Maybe I never read it out loud. How do you know what I was thinking? You weren't thinking, Yuri. You were saying it out loud. Yeah. Why must you make so many seems more perverted than they originally are, Nagi? Whatever. Sorry. Okemi dips her napkin in the water and rubs her mouth. That was really good. I think you'll like it. That's good to hear. Just as I was gonna take a bite, I hear something that sounds like someone choking. Crimp? Huh. What is that? I turn to my right where I find the culprit. Seriously, Nagi? Oh, she's got that fang tooth thing. Nerf. Nerf, smurf. ... But you're drooling on it now. Not. Can't understand you. You're always talking with your mouth full, it seems. Crump on before it gets still. I'm guessing stale. Whatever, I'll try it. I go in and bite a piece off the farthest part from her bite. Pretzel breaks someone like a wishbone, and I get the bigger piece than I wanted to. She immediately eats the rest of her pretzel, slowly rotating and eating it without using her hands. It's quite impressive, actually. Nagi wipes her mouth with the back of her sleeve as she licks the rest of the mess off of her face. Ooh, Tatsuo looks super grossed out as Okemi wipes her mouth like she's her mother. Gosh, Nagi, you're making the club look like we're a pile of pretzel pigs. Yeah, you bet you haven't heard that insult before. Look at the chat box. Look at the chat box. Oh my goodness. Chat. There. There. Now I feel good. Now I feel good. Nah. Nagi looks at the back of her hand that's still not clean. She proceeds to wipe it off on her skirt. I can't believe that. Really? Yuri, you haven't tried your wassail yet. Alright. I'm sorry, Tatsuo. I got distracted by... Yuri, are you a fruit or vegetable kind of person when it comes to health stuff? What? Well, I'm gonna have to say veggies because of broccoli. And I think because I want to go the Okemi route. Fruits seem more Nagi. I would say I lean towards... I would say, wait a minute. Peaches. Okay. No, I think I wrote that wrong. I would say I lean more towards the sweeter things in life, but I do like fried zucchini. Gross. What was I supposed to say? Peaches. Oh, there you go. But that's not, can't get enough of the stuff. And, Nilly, if you're out there, this was written like a year and a half before I met you, because I know you love peach rings. So Nagi loves peaches. If we were talking about fruit I like, because I'm quite the peach. Oh, Gosh. You should try your waltz before it gets cold, Tetsuo says angrily. I bring it up because there's a raw juice thing a few stands down, if you're interested. Sure, it sounds great. Also expensive. Don't worry on that. I won't make you buy mine this time. Gee, thanks, Nagi. Thought we were more progressive than this. Wow, she looks strikingly similar, but with a smoothie on top. Welcome to the Raw Juices. What can I get you? Weren't you just that girl that sold the pretzels over there? Oh, you must have met one of my sisters. One of? Every stand in this food court is run by another one of my sisters. Wouldn't that be weird? We all just wear different hats. That's neat. I look at the server across the counter and see a happy smiling face as if I'm here panicking over choices. I truly hate choices. If someone could somehow reach their hand out and make the choices for me, that would be a dream. That is a little bit of me. I don't like making choices. Which one should I get? Uh-oh. Green flavor, blue, pink. Which one? Oh, Kimmy is... Well, I can always go backwards. Let's try blue. Blue is always a staple of a cool sugar-filled flavor. Blue is always there. What is in the blue one? The sweetest peaches in paradise flavor, then. Wait. Hold on. What are we saying here? What about the blue one? The sweetest peaches in paradise flavor, then? That doesn't make sense. Yuri, gotta pull yourself together. Actually, this is a good thing that I'm literally reading over it officially. Peaches? So, this is a thing Nagi would... Actually, I don't think any of these choices matter until I say who I want to go with first. Side character spotted. What do you mean? This one? Green has to be the healthiest. It also means that green could taste like a blended moss, but I'll take the chance. I'd like to have the green colored one. Side character spotted peaches. Oh, the flowering forest smoothie. Yes. Is it super healthy for you? Oh yes, probably the most healthy option on the menu. See? Green, my hair, green, healthy. It's all part of the plan. Does it also mean it tastes the worst? ... I wouldn't call it the worst. I would call it more, called exotic. It's a great flavor, Yuri. I'll admit that the first time I tried it, I thought they made it wrong. But I've gotten used to it in a good way. Yeah, definitely I picked the green one. Worth it for all the... And luckily Okimi likes it. Worth it for all the health benefits that come... This is my past self talking to my present self. I don't know why I'm yawning. Sorry I'm yawning. Broccoli juice. Oh. Rest in peace. Do not want to be blended. So you get that. But I'm going to try another thing today. Okimi gently slides me over to the side. I'll take a large rainy day sunrise with a blast boost, please. Tetsuo slides me even farther to the side. I'll take a raw Beehive Supreme with extra Finkelberry. Oh, yeah, Beehive. I bought one of those fancy smoothies a long time ago. I remember this. It was stupid. I was volunteering at a carnival, and I really wanted a fancy smoothie. I don't know why. I never did. I learned about like a what's the name? It's not Trader Joe's. It's one step fancier. It's like Zerbo's or something. What's a Finkelberry? I don't know. I made it up. So I went there and I got like a green smoothie like this, and it had bee pollen on top, and it's raining. So I'm walking back to the carnival in the rain, and every time I take a sip, I started gagging because I got the bee pollen stuck in my throat. But just like the mayo sandwich, I finished the rest of it off, even though it tasted miserable. Miserable it tasted. Looks like my order has been placed. I jump when I hear how much it costs, but I want to make a good first impression. Here, I'll pay. Please let me pay. I know how to pay. Look at me and Tatsuo. Look at me odd. Look at me oddly. Might have to do with me how loud and awkward I was. There we go. I don't blame him. A mayo sandwich? No, I had a sandwich and it had mayo on it. And I told him no mayo. And I said, you know what? You're going to eat this sandwich with the mayo on it. And you're going to deal with it. And every time I took a bite, I had one of those dry heaves. And it was Italian, I think. And so I ate a whole... Just think about eating a whole sandwich like a sub. And every time you eat one, you dry heave. And I ate the whole thing. I was proud. I don't blame him. I pay for the drinks. My body must have been so confused when that was going on. Because it's like, give him another dry heave. He'll certainly stop eating the sandwich. It's like, sir, he just keeps going. Oh, give him another dry heave. Make it really bad. And yeah. I finished the sandwich though, and it tasted horrible. You didn't really have to do that. Thank you by Knight in Charming Armor. Thank you. These sentences don't make sense sometimes. Sentences, nonsense sentences. There's a pun there somewhere. Wow, they shot back. So I was thinking maybe we should do something special that brings attention to our club. Isn't there like a whole festival thing where all the clubs are showing off what they're about to family and friends, faculty, and other potential students to join for next week? I was actually going to bring that up. Isn't that too obvious? I would figure that would be the point. But what would we show? We would only have one film to show right now. And that was before you joined the club, Yuri. I started this club to bring my love of cinema, not only to people who join the club, but also to the school. And you know, for fun. Filmmaking has always looked fun for me. We can try the festival, but we need to make some films beforehand. ... I don't know how to build anything. Poor Nagi. I can see where Tatsuo is coming from on this. That's a good idea, Tatsuo. Make sure to bring up... Oh, to the side, that's an achievement. The one thing that wasn't is I went to a Chinese restaurant with someone. It wasn't like a blind date, but it was like something close to it. And I do not know why, but I ordered octopus, and it was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, it has to not be like this in other places. It was like sweaty rubber. Not even salty. No flavor. Just sweaty rubber. Like a rubber hose. Like a boiled rubber hose. That is what octopus tasted like at that point. That's a good idea, Tatsuo. Make sure to bring that up to the club tomorrow so Ruru knows about the plan. Once we get to that, we keep getting closer and closer to that day. So you think we should do that? I think it's perfectly doable. I'm so glad you think like that is. I'm so glad you think that is. You think it is. I'm so glad you think it is. You think it is. That is. It is. Here's another one. I think it's perfectly doable. Why does Tatsuo look sad? I'm so glad you think that is. So let's think of things on how we would want the festival to work, and we'll meet next week with our first films. That sounds perfect. Yuri, I may need to brainstorm with you. Yuri, I may need some ideas on my next step. I might also need ideas. Wait. I may need help brainstorming. Yuri, I may need some help. I might also need ideas. Yuri, I would like some help on inspiration for future work and how to get your ideas. Let's see, was that? No, that should be. Good a point. That should not be Okimi saying that. It had to have been. I know food's not supposed to taste that way. That's all I'll say. And I still felt embarrassed because I just couldn't eat it. I felt really embarrassed and I felt bad because someone made it. You know? Someone made it. Okay. Shouldn't be tired, but I am. Yuri, I would like some help for inspiration for future work and how to get your ideas. I'm also interested in equipment we may use. Those are both good topics, but I can't help both at the same time. Who should I help first? Okay, gang, let's think about this. I want to go the Okimi route, so let's think of who I should help first. Do we have any ideas in the chat? We need a Tootsie Q. I learned that it's not Tootsie QT. That's the ones that watch it for that idol group. They're Tootsie Qs. As far as I know, I still might not be saying it right, but I gotta practice. Okay, I'm gonna help Okimi with inspiration. I should get some fresh air. So how about I help Okimi first? Not to give you the cold shoulder, Nagi. We'll definitely help with equipment soon. It's all good. I'll see you. Whoa! Whoa! Look at her eyes. No. It's all good. I will see you guys in the next meeting. Do you think I should keep that? Do you think I should keep her face popping off like that? As like a first, like, creeping up into weirdness? Because Moon goes, I know you're watching. What do you think? Should I fix that or keep it as it is? I'm going to keep going while you think of it. I'll see you guys in the next meeting. Whoa! Do you want to try for this Saturday? I have some time open if I get my work done early. I think you'll get your free stuff done pretty quickly. I think I'll get your stuff done pretty quickly. Yeah, let's fix this. Okay. Yeah, we gotta... Let's fix both of it. How did I miss these? How? Nah, see, I messed up on it. I did it... I know I did it kind of probably more file intensive, but it's like their face and then their expressions are separate. Is this a scary bit? It's gonna feel like Doki Doki Literature Club towards the end. I tried to do it without copying it. You'll see. It kind of we'll just keep going. Do you want to try for this Saturday? I have some time open if I get my work done early. I think you'll get your stuff done pretty quickly. Let's exchange numbers and we'll plan for it then. Sounds like a delight. Day 3. Oh man. So, see, this is an example right now. Let me type it in. Example of art change. Example of art changing. So that it would change and then come back, change, then come back, change, then come back, and then it stays. I don't want to keep getting, I don't want to build it up too much. So why did you take me here again? I can tell you like nature more than the city. So you want me to suffer? I don't think of it like that. I want you to be uncomfortable is all. I just want you to be uncomfortable. So Yuri is making Okimi go to places that she wouldn't normally go to. And that does help kind of open up your brain, going to places you don't want to go to. Well, if that's nice of you. Look, it's a new environment. But I don't like crowds. Stop. So anyway, we're here to see if you can get some ideas from the city and the people watching. People watching? Like being a pervert? You want me to become a pervert? You want me to become the pervert? How did I miss all of this? I will never forgive myself. Okay. Come on. I know you don't like it in the city. I do not. But just give it a little time. I promise to buy you a drink if you try. ... So are you trying to make me fine? Just see how people are moving. Between head bobbing, arm moving, and also general shape of the person. Everyone walks a little different. You might even try eavesdropping if you're loud enough. If they are loud enough. Is this the kind of person you are? Now, let me back up on this. As an animation person, I was taught and read that if you ever look at a group of people, like if you are like outside just watching people walk, everybody walks a little different. And as soon as you have this in your head, it's very bizarre on how everybody does truly walk different. Is that the kind of person you are? I didn't see you as one of those. Listen, it's all for filmmaking. Hearing other stories can be... stories is capital. Can be very interesting. I think this is another thing that I've never heard of an inappropriate conversation. I've never heard... Why is heard capitalized? Tell my past self. Stop it. And if I did, I would move away. So I would sometimes listen on loud. So if people were talking loud, I don't get close. If people are talking loud, I would kind of listen in, because sometimes they're really interesting and funny conversations. Loud. Like if they're really talking quiet, I don't get up to them. It's if they're loud enough and I can hear it, I'm gonna hear it. There's a little bit of a difference. There's always ways to find new ideas. Yes, I promise. I don't do it to listen to weird conversations. More about funny stories or events. Someone may be going through and having a friend talk with them through it. How did these sentences get by me? Okay. Touching moments like that are also very valuable in a writer's toolbox. I take out my huge headphones from my bag. Not those puny earbuds, no. I don't want to attract attention, but just feel better on the ear. So yes, wearing headphones is a good trick sometimes if you're looking for inspiration through conversation. Wearing the headphones, but nothing in them. Headphones? Yes, these are eavesdropper's best friend. The trick is to plug it in, but don't turn the sound on. I've gotten really good ideas and stories from this. And sometimes I create a story around someone's physical appearance if I find them unique enough. Interesting. Kind of like a bird watching, but with people. You can call it something like that. Here, why don't you give it a shot while I buy us some drinks? Anything in particular? Orange juice. Sure. Hey, Yuri. Do you mind taking my hat so I can put my headphones on? Sure. Thanks. Okimi hands me her big floppy hat. It's got a name stitch on the rim that isn't hers. That was the artist. I couldn't find the I didn't want to take her signature out or him. I'm not sure who made it. They signed it like that, but I didn't want to take off their name on it, so I just kind of put it in. I don't think it's noticeable unless you look for it. Oh, that's the maker of the hats. Or she stole it from someone who is named Carolee, which I doubt is her real name. I come back with orange juice and one of those green teas in the square bottles, like the one I am drinking right now. It's more of an octagon. Is it an octagon? No, octagon is 8. What is 6? Hexagon? Hexagon is a 5 or a 6, I thought. I'm not sure. There's another. So, did you see anything? ... Well, I have a few older gentlemen make some lewd comments, but I think I have another idea I may use for later in another assignment. Just keep getting those ideas. Why is there a question mark? So this is the same person now. Another artist. Hey! What? Wait, what? Rico? Endo? Just then I see someone walking across the street. Kimmy takes off her headphones and grabs the hat within seconds. Okimi whispers to me before the other girl has time to listen in. She bullies me in school. She bullies a lot of others. Okimi! Yes? Rico starts jogging in place with her arms, signaling for Okimi to give her a hug. So what have you been up to? Ooh, what's your name? Oh, ooh, what's your name? Let's look at the eyes. Maybe the eyes. Yeah, she's talking to me now. What have you been up to? Ooh, what's your name? Yuri. It's nice to meet you. My, you got quite the catch, didn't you? Shut up, Rico. It's not like that. We both belong to the cinema club at school. Cinema? Like making documentaries? Not really. The crisis of the modern day plastic straw? Racism with zebras? A white horse with black stripes or a black horse with white stripes? No. Billy the Kid, the musical, and how he almost took over the leather industry? Rico's getting louder and more annoying with each one. No. History of the comedy racer? None of those? No. Don't put sand in my coffee, the true story of coffee industry in the Middle East? What? How is she making these up on the top of her head? She's got some great improv skills with these names. It's almost like she knew what we were doing from the start. Stop. Dano, the man with only 6 fingers? Stop. Oh, I know. Idiot in the Big City. And guess who stars in it? Stop. You. And then, she's yelling you to Okimi. You have to learn how to take a joke, Okimi. I don't want your boyfriend to get mad at me here, so I'll... Stop. Got him. Wait, where's the... I gotta stretch this out. Let's see, I don't want the hype to be... Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do the hype again. We're gonna do it at the perfect timing here. Ready? Here we go. Stop. You are such a bully. Can't even take a joke. Rico, wait, don't go. I'm sorry. This attempt barely made impression because Rico is far away from hearing range. No violence. No violence. There is violence. Oh, you are going to love towards the end. Oh, man. You'll see. Yeah, no, there's worse. There's one part that's really bad. Luckily the colors dim down so you can't see it. But yeah. I don't know. You know how like sometimes if you like comedies, you're like the best writer of horror kind of deal? Like I'm so say so in real life that I'm able to put my brain in. I think it's just why the culture of like Japan is such like it is because they're so uptight and forced when during their jobs that outside their jobs they gotta be like crazy town. You don't like Okimi? You don't like her? This attempt barely made an impression. I'm not like that, Yuri. That's not me. This can't be happening. Two faint teardrops. Two faint teardrop of tears walk along her face. That's a sentence I want to change. I gotta remember how to program all this. Hey, Okimi. Don't worry about it. Passion got in the way there. Plus, loud and fancy city probably added to your extreme reaction. I'm sorry, Moon Ghost. Let's do the rest in peace. I'm trying to... If there is... Oh yeah, there is more violence. So, Moon Ghost, you're just gonna have to... Moon Ghost, you're gonna have to roll with the punches. I hope you still love me at the end of this. You think so? Of course. Do you want that orange juice now? Yes. Thank you. Oh, look. That old businessman is being chased by a bird. Get off. What? Get off. I gave you part of my sandwich. Now leave me alone. Are those the moments you were talking about? Yes. Those are the gems you find in life. You have to stop and smell the roses sometimes. Or in this case, stop and smell the concrete. I felt I learned a lot, that you really cared about me. Now, her moving pixel to pixel like that, how she slightly moves, I spent so long on Photoshop and I could not get it to work where it like I was moving pixel by pixel. I had no idea what I did, but I just kind of left it. What was the pun intended? What pun? Rolling with punches? And I didn't. That was not. Oh my. Wait a minute. That was not intended. Wow. That is crazy. Okay. That was not. Thanks, Yuri. Thanks, Moon Ghost. Day 4. Oh, also other side thing. Each new day, the sound, that sound effect changes just a little bit if you pay attention. Dot, dot, dot. I still haven't studied for that bio test. I don't even know when it starts. How's everyone's week? Very relaxing. I had a great time with Yuri. Super! We learned a lot about how to get inspired by everyday situations in the city. Though I ran into Rico. Oh dear. Oh, if we can see if we can look at this, we can see there's two different facial expressions going on at the same time. So they said there was a way. So like, I can name the expressions. Let's say, Tatsuo underscore happy, Tatsuo underscore sad. And if I was supposed to say like, show this, show that, it would automatically hide the other one, but it wasn't. So I had to, my programming was very spaghetti-like at times. But did she kick your did she kick your there? She gives me swirlies all the time, so I'm hoping that's the case. Well, Kimmy handled the situation very well. Oh my, did you get the first punch on her? Let's just say it all ended with one punch. Whoa. Good for you, Kimmy. I don't remember writing like this. Taking things out can only go so far sometimes. Talking things out. Good for you. Look at all this love and violence. And I mean that. It takes courage to stand up to a bully like that. Plus, we can say you're in the club with us if she stops and tries to take her aggressions out on any of the other members here. We won't make her beat her up again if something happens. We won't make you beat her up if something else... Wait. We won't make you beat her up again if something happens. Something about that sentence. I don't like it. I don't like that sentence. Let's get to the good part. It may be nice if you did. Guys, please. Thank you for being so nice. But I don't want that to ever happen again. Okay, Okimi, you're good. But anyway, let's start the official meeting of the Hold Up. We didn't name our club yet. We didn't. I thought we already had a name. The Cinema Club. I don't want to open my mouth, but we need to be more creative than that. Maybe someone else will say it before I have to. I didn't want to open my mouth, but we need to be more creative than that. You. Hey, how we doing? I know you're streaming in an hour, right? Let me do... Aren't you streaming like in an hour, or is it going... Oh, yes. So we're still at like the normal times, though you did miss a physical punch, which, you know, it happens. But we're starting to see the art slightly change. But we're almost starting to get to where things start to warp. But it's got to let people know at this club, and now they're trying to think of a name. But clubs are just named after their activity. Math club, fencing club, rock band club, etc. We're not like other clubs, Okami. Ooh, that's such a cliche frame of mind. Reminds me when someone says, I'm not like that other girls or guys. I don't think anyone can be fully different. And people who desperately try to be different actually put themselves in their own group. I believe this. We don't want to be like that. Not to stray off topic, but where's Rururu? I haven't seen her today. She wasn't in my bio class. Sick? She could have ran away with to live with the forest people. She could have ran away to live with the forest people, yes. Come on, Nagy, that's stupid. Pull yourself together. I'll give her a call to make sure she's alright when I get home. Oh, don't you have a cell... Oh, okay, I remember this. Oh, don't you have a cell phone yet? Birthday's coming up. Just saying. Oh, she's trying to make us do it. Let me go check the thesaurus for some name ideas. I'm not sure where it is in the library. I could use some help, Okimi. You can look through the high shelves and I can look through the lower ones. Sounds like a plan. What if we did an acronym? When you weren't the first one here, we were NTO and U. Not you? It's almost like our names are trying to tell you that you don't belong with us. Now that was an accident. That didn't really I didn't name people because of that. And it doesn't really go anywhere, but I thought that was interesting. I hope that's not what you think. ... Oh, don't worry, Yuri. Everyone seems to be loving your presence. Like the mysterious stranger that comes into town that people want to know about. I really don't know much about you. What do you want to know? Oh, maybe if... Found the book. I started actually reading a bit. We have words like club, clan, society, crew, ring, syndicate, bunch, band. Looking through that thesaurus. And words for film like media, cinema, flicks, drive-in, silver screen, pictures, theater. I personally think we should put our school's name in it. I'll have to agree. We should shoehorn in Sencha somewhere. It's a sentence, another sentence. Another sentence. ... Club Sencha Media? Bunch of pictures by Sencha students? Sencha Syndicate of Theater Watchers? I kind of like that one. Syndicate makes it sound like we're in some sort of mob. We could be. That could fund us if we're hosting a festival or something. ... Sencha. Cinema. Having a breakthrough, Tatsuo? Shut up, I almost had it. What a sourpuss. Who says sourpuss? Society. Society. Sencha, Cinema, Society. What do you guys think? I like it. Do you think we can bring back the chicken fights? Like if we became a mob? I would love to bring those back, but you know that we can't, that can't be a thing anymore. We should add a bit of kick to our name, though. Throw a weapon in there or something, make it sound more bold. Like chainsaw throwing Sencha Cinema Society. Or head smashing Cinema Sencha. You know I'm kidding, right? Really showing your creative side. Where? Is my uniform not correctly? Oh. What are you doing here? We thought you were sick. I am. Oh, you like that? It's not that bad, Okami. I'm sorry, I'm one of those people. You're a great person, I mean this in the nicest way. But can you please leave and go to bed? But I'm committed to the club. And I didn't want to break it so soon. I tried to call you today, Tatsuo. I only have a landline. I should have tried to call the other guys. Yuri, do you have a cell phone? Wait a minute, I think we gotta... Let's take, so I take a picture every time there's grammar issue or a sentence issue. Yuri, do you have a cell phone? I do, but Tatsuo's the main leader. Oh, nonsense, Yuri. She's asking for your number. You are co-president to this, so everyone wants to give Yuri your number, you can. I got 3 girls writing down their phone numbers for me. Even though I don't have feelings for them, I know this isn't why they're doing it. Still feels nice. Looks like Nagi's handwriting has a wobbly look to it, while Kimmy's handwriting looks almost Elizabethan. And Ur's handwriting looks like it was carved in tree bark. That's my handwriting. She made some of her lines moving her pen back and forth, giving a slight indentation on the paper. So she was forcing writing down those ones. So, I was going to add that we have never made any films yet, which I think is odd for a film club. Sencha Cinema Society. Right, whatever. We haven't even watched much films either. Only the ones ripped online. No. We don't steal, Yuri. We purchase all of our movies on VHS or DVDs. But we don't have a VHS or DVD player. ... I can try and draw a logo for the club. Completely changing that subject. I didn't know you could draw. I actually really can't. Wait. That one we need to make sure Yuri's name needs to be there. Yuri cannot think of a question and Okimi answer it. I actually really can't, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to spread yourself thin. Tatsuya has a point. You can be good at a lot of things, but you may want to try to master one thing. And if we're talking about film, there are many different directions you can go. Besides the director or the idea person. Never be the idea person. Everyone has ideas. Audio, lighting, set design, producer, costume design, camera operator, grip, etc., etc. But you're able to work on anything you want to. No, you're right. No, I didn't mean for you just to give up drawing. I want you to go to work and design a poster for the club. All right. Well, I'll try. Wait. You guys didn't show your projects yet. Do we really have to? I'm kind of... Is there a way to use the projector in here and dim the lights? I think if you go to... Got it. Got him. Nagy got it. Great. Let's have all you guys upload your films and we watch all of them and talk about how things... how we thought things went. 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 Okay. Let's do... What do we want to do? Let's do Okimi's first. Let's see if... I haven't done this in a while. I'm hoping that it works. So I went to the nice open mansion garden forest place. My flip phone only takes black and white video, so the quality's a bit off. But really easy to add music. So I added some music online. Did you give credit at the end of the video? Is the music copyright royalty free? I don't know. I don't even know the difference between copyright and royalty free. Oh, don't worry, it's pretty easy. There's actually, I would say, about 5 different categories, which there are. Copyright or copyright free, public domain, royalty free, Creative Commons, fair use. Is it that complicated? If you go into thinking like that, it will be. This will be easy. Okay. Copyright means legal created by the country that gives the creators of the work exclusive rights for its use and distribution. This is usually for a limited time with the intentions of enabling the creator. These assets can be things like images, films, writing, and music. You can strike deal with copyright holders for things like one-time use for the assets or a monthly fee to use multiple assets. Copyrights cost the creator money to keep up, thus why certain things become copyright free. The content will become copyright free if the creator doesn't want to pay what their country is asking for at a certain period of time. Copyright free means the creator rights have expired, have been forfeited, or are inapplicable. When the copyright free, you can use it any way you want. You can use it any way you want. Even modify it. You can even sell it if you want, but you're probably not going to make any money selling something that's already free. I want to make sure I'm 100% correct with this. I might not be 100% correct. I remember reading up on it, but I might not be 100% correct. Plus, I think it's a bit sleazy to do so. But copyright free is also known as public domain, which you always said nice gesture. I definitely in the future, I'll move past this. Most related to money, such as subscription or one-time fee. Difference between copyright and royalty free is copyright material. Okay, that was all about. You can read all about that if you want outside of this. Ooh, that's gonna be an old reference by the time this game comes out. Let's take let's take a look at what you got. Let's take a what you got. How did I leave all these sentences like this? Okay. Sounds good. Oh, that kind of ended at a pop. So the reason that was black and white and pixely was that she has one of those first cell phones that actually have cameras, so it was like black and white and really pixely. Oh, Kimmy, that was really good. You think so? You're probably just saying that so you don't, so I don't get my feelings hurt, aren't you? No, not at all. It's your first project, so it's not meant to be great work. Getting better at camera will help, even though it's not. It shouldn't be about the equipment, but people that say that usually have billion dollar equipment. So it's hard to really take those comments seriously. You want a real opinion, Okimi. Plus, I didn't like saying anything bad. The only thing I talked about was your phone's camera. You don't need to go and buy a new phone or camera. Maybe borrow one of the other phones here. Thanks for being not too hard on me. What, is she crying? She's crying for me saying that? Come on. I'm going to go back to drawing our logo if that's okay. Literally didn't say much about her actual work. It's too late now. Too late, the moment has passed. Next? What do we want here? Do we want... Trying to think. Naggies or Urs? Uh-oh. Shoot. I didn't think it was... Was it... There we go. I wonder if anything was... No? Okay. Sorry, what am I looking at? Wait, why did I hear my voice? What is happening? No. We're not doing this. Okay, muted it. Muted it. It is muted. It has been muted. I'm just looking at my inbox. Okay. Let's do Urs. I want to save Naggies for the end. So what did you do, Uru? I did more of an animation. I didn't get anyone to help or really go outside. I have that stereotype personality trait of being an introvert to the full world. Don't worry, everyone's different. Thanks, but I'm not worried. Did you title your piece? Was I supposed to? I mean, you don't have to, but it's always nice. Ribbon sauce. Ribbon sauce? Any reason for it? Nope. Just first thing that popped into my head. Interesting. Let's take a look. Well, that was just kind of a ball bouncing loop. That was really cool. You really think so? You're just saying that to be nice. I didn't really have the assignment. I didn't even do the assignment correctly. I wouldn't say so. Look at any moving images film. Would easily have animation as part of that. Well, I mean, film is film and animation is... What do you think, Yuri? I have to agree. No. What is this? Animations are 1,100% in the world of film. Uh-oh. I really hope clicking ignore will keep this going. Cross your fingers. Though we haven't talked much about animation, live action films are basically planned out a sequence of drawn images called storyboards. Storyboards. Look at all those storyboards. And that is clicked. So every time I see him taking a picture. But next time I'd like you to do something live action. Fair enough. Ain't she pretty? Who? Ururu? Is she... Moon Ghost, is she your favorite? Have you animated in the past? Just a little. Mostly doodled around in my notebook while class is going on. I may do more in the future. I'll look forward to it. Whatever. Alright, Nagy's is the last one. Thank you to Fiverr for this next installation. This is my only one I outsourced. Here we go. I got to help act in this one. That's great. They are collaborating with others. How long did it take you to shoot? About 30 seconds, including the actual shoot. So just under a minute. Should I have taken a little longer for planning? Planning? What on earth could you plan in less than a minute? Well, I was like, hey Naka, can you stand over there and dance to this music? And I turned on and she danced a bit and called it a day. So this music is from a creepy, weird RPG called Off. And I got in contact with him and he's like, yeah, you can use anything you want for free. And he actually made music for me and I lost it for free, which I feel terrible. Just take one then. What's a take? You know, the slate things. So you know how you've heard people say take one, take two? It's repeating the same exact thing you just did so that, hey, that's my tomato. If that was the only line in that, that would be take one, and then you could do another one. Hey, that's my tomato. And that's take two. So those are takes. Not a clue. Might as well go over what, Uh-oh. Knowledge. Clapboard. Clapper. It's a tool that shoots to start with. It's the tool that all shoots start with. It shows vital information on what scenes, take, production, date, etc. Your editor would be clueless on what's going on without these references before each shot. Many slates are arranged differently, but most have the same information on them. So you'll be able to figure out any slate if you understand the main parts. The easiest parts with naming is like the production name, what you're doing, the producer, the director, and the camera being examples. So you see the producer's name, the director's name, the camera operator's name sometimes. And then the date, which is pretty easy to figure out. And the top 3 sections are the most important to keep your production organized. but all slates can look different. Let's say you have your friend, Naka, right? Let's say you have to shoot multiple versions of her dancing to the same camera positioning, like 30 separate ones. You could press the record button, have her redo the shot multiple times, then go through the footage to find what you want. This would cause you to watch the whole thing and would have to edit the part you wanted in the final product. But a more organized way would to be start and stop each shot. Then go through each shot and slowly figure out which shot works best. Then slowly going through the full shot. Or one long shot. Let me make sure I'm going to point my finger at that so I know it's... Okay. Got it. Let me see. Is there music to this? Oh, there is. Sorry, people. Hopefully you can hear it now. These are called takes. And this is one of the main uses of the slate. So every take would be take 1, take 2, take 3. So that's what takes are. Now C's are written not only as numbers, but letters as well. A duet of organizational symbols. The number will represent the actual scene itself, and the scene is actual area that you're shooting in. Like a bedroom or a park. As you can see, scene 23, for example. You would usually put the name of the objects in the middle of the shape. But let's make it easier to take it like... Usually put the name of the objects in the middle of the shape, but to make it easier, I took it out of this. A large square is a table, the small square is a chair, and the circle is a plant. The two lines jutting out in the bottom left represent a door opening, and the two sections on the top line are for windows. The purple boxes represent cameras and the areas where the camera is looking. So this is scene 23, and we have one camera labeled 23. We start adding letters if we have more cameras. Rating, you're during knowledge, and from the scene numbers walk from each other. These slates are also can be called clapperboards. Why is that? Because the clap sound it makes, the loud noise, which everyone gets ready for the shot. And it's also the editors to match audio and visuals. Oonga Boonga. Blind nostalgia. I made this visual novel. Let's finish this up, Yuri. I'm only gonna give you a minute before attention span's gone. Fine. Give me another minute. Okay. And now the roll part's a bit confusing. I'll go through. I'm gonna skip this for you guys. I'll skip this for you guys. Alright. It's time. You take and talk about things seriously. You take and talk about things seriously. And I also take a photo. Howdy, howdy. Alright, I also take a photo when the grammar's a little bit weird. So, anyway, photo. Alright, you're gonna get to see her film she made. Alright. So, the Sencha Cinema Society is like Doki Doki Literature Club, but it's with film. Alright? I'll probably not use the stuff on... Plus, I'm most likely gonna forget if it's not the VHS tapes. Great. Let's put our film in now. Get ready. This is old enough for the backpack kid. This is how old it is with those dances. Now you can tell when I finish this. This was one of the first commission things. You can't even watch it. Okay. Backstory from that is that it was on Fiverr, and it says, I'll dance to any song for $5. And I gave her a song with like absolutely no flowing beat. And that was very cruel. That was quite abstract. And so if people like Doki Doki Literature Club, they'll start liking the parts towards once we get to the other later days. So just get ready for that. And I also had about 25 artists work on this, so you'll slowly start to see the art style change. Yeah, and the music was from a game called Off, and it was. he gave permission to the viewers on the video online to use it, which he did. Do you get release form from a friend? So this is a lot about film education on top of it. Just in case she doesn't sue you for using her image if you sell this, or put in a film festival, or anything else. I did not. Just make sure you have the actor sign a release for being in the film. There are release form templates online that you can print off and use, which there are. Sounds super. Ururu is on the far right, by the way. And then Okimi is the tall one. Something wrong, Ururu? You got the plague? Bloody diarrhea? Shut up. So you have the plague with bloody diarrhea. Tough break. See you later, guys. Feel better. Bye, Ruru. So she felt sick. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Good luck with all your issues you'll be having tonight in the bathroom. So, Tatsuo. Yeah, oh. I didn't write my... Yuri's name is not on top. So, I'm very surprised on the grammar errors and such. Okay. So, Tatsuo. Yes? So, did you bring anything? No, not yet. I had some ideas, but I didn't want to rush anything. Come on, Tatsuo. You're the club president. You gotta lead by example. I don't want to rush into something just to get it done. A famous video game maker once said, a delayed game is eventually good, but a bad game is bad forever. Ururu is sick. Ururu is sick. We'll see what happens. I don't want to lead by showing to just rush and get things done as soon as you can. But you're right. I do need to give myself goals and some pressure. And see, so a lot of this dialogue is a little bit from me, but some of it too I try to hide. I'm not taking my own advice on this, but part of the reason I started this club is to try and get pressure from others. Not in a negative bullying way, though. Bullies are bad news. Actually, I think everyone needs to be bullied a bit so they know the joy of not being bullied. I believe that is true. If you've never experienced pain, joy does not feel as good. I truly believe this. I guess that makes sense. Yes, Yuri, it does make sense. I get enough looking like I'm 11. Because she looks 11. But being in a community college that's strangely like a high school makes sure people understand my situation. College. College age. Who are you talking to? Hey, who wants to hear the next VHS tape? So they have VHS tapes during every club and learn about stuff. And I'll try to go through it fast. Hello, everyone. Rose here. And we're going to finally talk about cameras and the mechanisms themselves. Yeah, get pumped. Lesson 4 part run, DSLR versus mirrorless. You'll most likely be able to get your hands on a DSLR camera, a mirrorless camera, or a phone on your or the phone on your camera. There are also cameras called cinema cameras, but those are mostly meant for Hollywood multi-million-dollar budget films only. So let's focus on DSLR and mirrorless cameras right now. DSLR. R stands for Digital Single Lens Reflex. A DSLR works by a camera having a mirror inside one of them that bounces light that comes through the lens to the optical viewfinder. So you see all those arrows? So the light goes in there, it bounces off a whole bunch of mirrors, and you can see it through the back. Optical view. There we go. See the guy with the little eyeball? Viewfinder is the thing in the back of the camera that you stick your eye in to see what the camera sees. So it's not electric. That one is just mirrors. A mirrorless camera does not have a mirror. The light just goes straight through it. So it relies on a digital viewfinder or using an LCD display on the back. So sometimes there's a full LCD display on the back, or there's like a little mock made up one on the top. So it relies on a digital viewfinder or using an LCD display on the back. Another major difference caused by a lack of mirror is the autofocusing system. Autofocus basically is basically you letting the camera decide what to make look clear and crisp in the image. Well, here's another example. I do have Blind Nostalgia. Yeah. Okay. I got my... What is this? It doesn't say. It's like a 64-ouncer bottle. This is known as over-the-shoulder shot, which is very popular. So, well, I didn't even really... So if we go back and explain, and I have the artist in the credits. Okay. I'll drink and check my posture. If I have the artist's name on here, I forgot their name though. I'm sorry. Which is very popular. DSLR has sensors for the image coming into the camera and separate sensors just for autofocusing. This is very confusing. It uses light that passes through a translucent section of the mirror itself. This is just... Mirrorless, on the other hand, has one sensor that does both autofocus and image capturing. So DSLRs have something just for the autofocus, and mirrorless does not. So think of it like how my CPU has a graphics card somehow in it, or it's just a CPU. Instead of having a graphics card and a CPU, a mirrorless just has like a CPU that does both things. So that's... Let's get into the sweet good stuff, like setting up those settings. We're talking about our Lesson 2, Part 2 of 2, shutter speed, ISO, and aperture. These can be considered three main settings to think about when setting up your camera. They have nothing to do with the frame of your shot, but the exposure. Exposure is basically how much light hits the sensor of the camera for how long. I promise these won't last a long time, but a big part of this visual novel is knowledge. Each one, shutter speed, aperture, and ISO, brings something different to the table, both pro and con, and your goal is to find the perfect combination. No more auto on this. This is the real deal now. But first, let's talk about the frame rate before any of that. Frame rate is how many frames are taken by the camera per second. 24 frames per second simply means 24 frames were shot in the course of 1 second. So 16 frames means 60 frames were shot per second. Film industry usually has 24 frames. Give it a cinema look. It actually rounds up to 23.976, but it's a bit easier just to say 24. The reasoning was a combination of how the frame rate made it feel lifelike while using the least amount of frames. So back in the olden days with film, when it was used actual film and not digital, they tried to find the cheapest way to use. So, using 48 frames a second costs twice as much as 24. So they try to find the best way to think about it to save on money. If you remember back when they used physical film, which costs money, and not be able to redo as compared to digital recordings. Then I ask you, why would you change the frame rate? Biggest thing is recording slow motion. More frames of information to work with. So let's have a group graph with the industry standard of 24 frames on top. And now let's have one with 240 on the bottom. These both take place in 1 second, but 10 times the amount of frames were recorded on the bottom compared to the 24 frames per second chart. This means that you can chop these 24 frames a second into 10 24 frames a second, stretch them out into 10 seconds. I know this is a lot. These 10 seconds still have the same 1 second action appear before them. So it's still actually only going to display the action. Alright, I know this is a lot. I'm sorry. But if you read this on your own time slow, then it'll make more sense. But a lot more frames you can stretch out, thus slowing down the video. This can be done for various reasons of the story. This is all preference. So let's keep it 24 frames a second now and move to the shutter speed. Out of the 24 frames per second, shutter speed is how much light each frame is exposed to. So a shutter of 1/250th means that each frame is exposed for 1/250th of a second. Longer the shutter speed open, the brighter the image will be. But the shutter speed also controls the amount of motion blur there is to an image. Faster shutter speed, top one, the less motion blur there is, compared to the slower shutter speed on the bottom. So you see how the lower one has kind of a blur to it, especially if you look at the hands go up and down compared to the top one. Since a faster shutter speed means there'll be less light for each frame, you can, as well as you can, change the settings of the camera. Okay, noise and grain. I'll go through this a little bit faster because right now it's more entertainment purposes. so you guys can look at this at your own time. But there's just a lot of film knowledge. That's the whole point of this. So once I give the link out to this game, you can spend more time on this stuff. All right, so I'm just going to get through it until it's part of like the actual story, if that works for you guys. So how do we want to end our meetings? Oh, we gotta make this a little bit louder. There. I could sing a song I wrote for my poetry class. How about we just end on a high note and call it for today? We can support each other and bring the films we made on for next time. Lovely. Pressure without pressure. Sounds good. See you guys. Goodbye, everyone. I look forward to what joys this club will bring me. Have a great work today. Hey, great work today, Yuri. I think this club is going to be really special for me. Just meeting you has been a special experience for me. Has it been just as special for you as well? Special? Maybe wording it a little better than special. Oh my. I think I get what you're saying, but we'll take it slow. Wait, I think you misunderstood. Bye, Yuri. I'm starting to second guess myself for joining this. Grumble. Oof. Looks like Okimi is at her drawing desk. Looks like Okimi at her drawing desk. Kind of sounds like a speech impediment. It's not. It's supposed to be this. I'm just really struggling with the drawing stuff. It's not gonna come in a few days. Have to practice a bit more, Okimi. I know. It's just that I want to make a really good logo for the festival. You don't think it will be good with just text? I'd rather see some kind of art to go with it. Even something as simple as a camera with our school's name on it. Let's see. I can't even draw a circle. What part of the arm are you using to draw? What do you mean, the hand? Do you use your elbow or shoulder at all? I tend to have my elbow on my desk and use mostly my wrist to draw. Uh-oh, that's part of your problem. I'm not the best at drawing, but I know it's better to practice to draw with your shoulders than your wrist. Here, give me your hand. Oh, uh-oh. Look at all that. Look at the heart rip. But you see, it cuts off the bottom a little bit. I was trying to find a way to get that, like, kind of opaque look for the text to come off sometimes, but I couldn't find a way, even though it's probably super easy. Try to keep your wrists and elbows still. I proceed to draw a circle then. Look at that beautiful circle. It's awkward to try to guide her hand like this. I wasn't the best circle out there, but it's pretty good. Better than the other stuff I've crumpled up and stuffed in my backpack. I'll keep working on it. I'll look at some online stuff too. The internet always has the internet always has the answers. The internet always have the answers. Have? The internet always has the answer. Always has. I keep rereading it. Always has the answer. The internet can't hold your hand to help you draw, though. I guess you're right with that. Why is she crying? My goodness. In that case, I may need a few more lessons in the future. Or have you critique my stuff. There are actually some communities online that will do that as well. I'm gonna be eat dinner, I'll be lurking. That's fantastic, but I appreciate you rating with the other people. And if the raiders are still here, fantastic that you have joined, and you are more than welcome to follow my page. I know, or my Twitch, or whatever we want. We're trying to get 10,000 followers in the next 5 days. I think we're gonna do it. All right, there are actually some communities online, so Drawbox on Reddit is a good one. I used one once, and it was very informative. They don't hold back on their opinions. That's good. I'd rather someone tell me what they think that I'm ugly than lie to me about it. What are you talking about? You're not ugly. That's sweet, Yuri. Have a good night, Yuri. I start to leave and I see something on the ground. It reads, Animation Project, Disc 1 of 2. It looks like Ruru by her handwriting. I put it in some tissues and put some hand sanitizer on. Oh, because she's sick. I get it. I'm not a germaphobe, but I can't say I enjoy germs' company. We're getting closer. Hey, Ruru. Are you feeling any better? I am not a lady killer. I am not a lady killer. No one is killed. Who has been killed? Not in the least. Feeling terrible. No way, Ruru. How can I help? Please just let me sleep. Can I come over and check up on you? Okay. I'll come up and check on you tonight. For the love of God, just leave me alone. Since when have there been roosters around these parts? I don't know why I talk to myself each time I wake up. Maybe because I'm getting myself ready for the day. Do other people do this? Wait, why did I say roosters? Was there a rooster sound effect? I might just take out that line. Because I didn't. The eyes. What, my eyes? Her eyes? The happy eyes? She was very happy. I don't know why I talk to myself each time I wake up. Maybe because I'm getting myself ready for the day? Do other people do this? It scares me. It's gonna... One part is really gonna you up if you don't like gore. Alright. But there's no, like, jump scares. There's no... I promise you that. Because I can't handle jump scares, so there's no jump scares on this. I feel if I go online and ask that I won't get good results. I'll pretend that it means I'm genius or something. I have to ask Tatsuo about Ururu today. I haven't looked at the floppy disk she left. I want to, but I don't think it's fair for to Ururu without asking. Whatever. I think I'll go and not talk to myself anymore. Maybe use a diary. A diary. Yes, I'm early for once. Yo! What you doing right now? You're Yuri, right? Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You have to come with me. Wait, who are you? Just come on. You have to do it in the private so no one can hear me. Maybe lowering your voice will do the trick. Come on before class starts. Actually, I will tell you when there is one part, okay? Because there is one a little bit, but... Okay, come on before class starts. She grabs my arm like a vice-like grip as I run off somewhere. This might be the way I die. So you know Nagi? Yeah. Yeah, so she's my best friend. But I absolutely hate film, so I didn't join. Sorry to hear. That would be very... No. God, people do that? Visual novels? How do you feel about Nagi? How do I feel? Do you have any sort of feelings for her? Are you friend zoning her? Because she's super crushed on you and doesn't know what to do. Don't tell her I talked with you. But basically, I'm giving you the all clear if you want to go for it. Please try, Yuri. I don't know what to think. Think it over at least. Sure. Don't tell me, but I'll think it over. Great. So I'll tell her that you forced me to talk to you because you were nervous and talked to her directly. No, not at all. Don't do anything like that. She even got me yelling now. I don't even really know you. Quick, where's track field? Right here. Thank you for helping me. See, now I have a reason for meeting you. For information. Oh, she's using it as an excuse. What you're doing is not good. You know that. Actually, it's a little confusing on what happened, but I'll keep it in. This could really mess up the club's dynamic. Bye, Yuri. If she tells you she wants to meet somewhere, you know what to do. Damn it. Gonna be late on top of all this mess. Uh-oh. Smoking. Not good. Did everyone study for the bio test? Shoot. Make sure you keep studying before it comes up. Wow, dodged a bullet with that. Tonight. Tonight will be the night I study. If I remember. Hey. Glad I caught you. Can I ask you to talk a bit more quiet? Sure. Just giving you a heads up, I may have told Nagi about how you feel about her today. What? I didn't even say anything. I could see it in your eyes. Oh my god, why are you doing this? I'm her best friend. I have to help her any way I can. What if I completely tell her I'm not interested? That'd be kind of mean. Now, see, I shouldn't talk about this, but right now, like not on purpose, but I kept it. You can see how the perspectives, it feels off. It's either Nagi feels a little too small or the Yo John feels a little too big. So I start to kind of do stuff. But I won't keep saying that because that ruins the fun. Starting now, I'm not going to say anything except for the accidental jump scare. Okay. Nagi, haven't seen you all day. I see you met my friend Yo-Yo. That's your name? Yo John Foley. Yo-Yo is better. Goodness, she's yelling again. I have to leave now, but have your fun at your club, Nagi. Thanks, Yo-Yo. Let's get in before they start. Hey guys, how'd your filming go, Nagi? It went pretty good, Yuri. Nagi, I was the one whom asked you. Who uses whom? Like, ever? I do. Well, stop it. Why are you all snappy, Nagi? Do you need a big old Okimi Huggums? Huggums? No, please. I don't want to suffocate. Sorry, a bit late. So how was all the filming? I think I got some good stuff Yuri's gonna really like. Jeez. I also have one of both you and Yuri. I can't even say my own name. Maybe like. I'm gonna make Yuri the judge of that then. Let's just jump right in. Let's just jump right into it. Alright, who's gonna go first? I actually forgot what these are. Let's do Nagi first. See, one of the things I should have done with this, but I didn't, is kind of have a fade out. You know, they're not professional enough where there's credits and all that. But there should have been more of a fade out, but that's okay. It's a little more tame than I thought for you, Nagi. Oh, it's that bad? I had another idea using bread as weapons, but oh, I clicked it too early. I mostly was looking around the city. Location scouting then? Yes. What you said. I wanted to... So if there's like a lot of information like the the learning situation, I might skip over a lot of it just to keep the story flowing. I wanted to kind of interview someone on the street. Some people are kind of rude. And I couldn't figure out exactly how to do audio. Wish I had a microphone or something. One of Tastuo's VHSs probably covers it. But almost all phones have slightly higher end cameras have a built-in mic. So you decide to look at some walls then? I was just finding so much color around the scene that I decided to go for it with that. I tend not to be calm, so it was a new adventure for me to dive into that part of my head. Stepping out of your comfort zone can bring out wonderful things. Comfort zones are hard to break, I know. Indeed. Yes, quite. I concur. As do I. Indeed. I already said indeed. I think that means you lost. Shoot, I didn't pick up on that in time. Yo, Kimmy's. There we go. So, once again, luckily that was not me. I mean, I taped it, but I had someone put the last glass down. I want to be as non-knowing as I could, because this game I was a little nervous if people found it, like in the future for a job and all that. Like, I wanted to make it as least amount of me as possible, if that makes sense. Like, I know I shouldn't, but I really awkwardly went out of my way. Weird commercial. It's a commercial for Honey Oats. What do you think? Where'd you get that idea for that? Honestly, I was just going through the things that were on sale at the store near my house, which I did. It was honey at the dollar store, and it literally had like no honey. It was just like corn syrup. A huge case of honey was there. It looked like it expired. See, honey shouldn't expire, so if it was expiring, then we know there's problems. So no one wanted it, I guess. I thought honey never goes bad. It does. I don't think it does. I remember some story of people finding honey in Egyptian tombs that were still edible. Was still edible. I feel the only way they could figure out that out was to eat it. Gross. I don't think it was more corn syrup than honey. No matter what the case was. I bought it, and then I tried it to see if I could make a short film using it. The music fit really well, which it did. I enjoyed it. Colors are a little dark and muted. I messed up on the the shooting, I shot it like too dark, like an idiot, and I had to boost it up, and it was a mess. Was it on purpose? No, I underexposed it. You try bringing up the highlights on the editing program? I don't believe we talked about it, but were you able to do it? I did try to use some free software, DaVinci Resolve, online, and it made it really grainy. Don't sweat it. You got another project done, and you should be proud. Thanks, Yuri. I'm glad you like it. Make sure you save it on your computer as well. There are certain emails that I will give you free small storage when you sign up. I am impressed. You are impressed. I am impressed. We are all impressed. And you can use that to put a few of your shorts in as an extra backup. So getting like a free Google account, if you have like a short film, you can put like another version on there just in case something explodes. All right. Sounds like a plan. You make anything for us this time, Tatsuo? I have to be honest and say I didn't have time. Tatsuo. Oof. We haven't gotten to see anything you've made yet. I know. And I'm sorry for it. It's okay. What else do you think aside from time that is causing this? I think perfectionism plays a part in this. It looks like I gave up with the mouth opening and closing for right now. And I'm okay with that because I remember just losing my mind on changing the mouths. That a word can burn the skin on how evil it is. You'll make a lot of mistakes in the beginning. But I think of it like you're digging for treasure. And the sand are the mistakes and bad ideas. Keep digging through them and you're sure to find a treasure. Some people just stare at the beach of ideas and think it's too hard to go and find something. Look at me. My parents said I was a mistake, but I make sure to show them how I'm not most of the time. I didn't know your parents thought of you like that, Nagi. Don't worry, they don't. One's dead anyway, so they have to impress half. Oh man. Here, the music is rest in peace, so. Man, Nagi, dark much? Speaking of dark, does anyone know how Ururu's going? So I called her this morning and she wasn't sounding the best. I'm gonna go over there tonight and give her homework she missed. She's gonna love me for that. I would like to come too. Same here. I think all of us want to go and see her. Just have faith in me, guys. I don't want her to be overwhelmed. She may not like having a bunch of people looking down at her wanting to make her feel better. It actually doesn't sound bad. I don't mind sick pity every now and then. Mostly when I'm sick. But you said tonight. I won't be able to go. Can we plan for something tomorrow for all of us? I think I should get it out of the way myself. As club co-president, I want to be there for her. Even if I'm all by myself. There's still 2 other people that can come, you know. Nah. We'll all go together as a group then, okay? But let's talk about the festival. So far, we've only been able to use our phones for these. Would it be nice to get some funding for equipment? We just do the equipment rentals, you know. There's that camera store nearby. I know it'll let us rent out some of their stuff for a sponsor spot. Great. But I know with fancier equipment like that. But I know with fancier equipment like that. Double that's. Double that's. That, double that. That, double that. I hate when you have a sentence that does that twice. Wait. But I know with fancier equipment like that. Alright, I'm taking this out. Okay. You're the only one who cares, Okimi, so don't worry on that. Taking that sentence out. You be thinking how I talk well is? No, but you're Nagi. The bar set low is what I'm after. So can we watch the VHS now? I see, take. No, but you're Nagy. Let's see here. Set the bar low is what I'm after. Can we watch the next VHS now? That sounds great. Taking notes will always help too. I know a paper near you that you're always drawing on, Okimi. Can you rip me a piece off of that for potential notes? Can you rip me a piece for my potential notes? I'm gonna take some of those words out. How we doing, guys? Almost time for the kooky part. Doesn't have to be a clean rip. Here you go. Sweet. Now if I can only get a pen. Oof. You're something else. Now I'm gonna go through this quick and kind of explain or lecture camera lenses. Alright, there's different lenses for different situations. Some lenses are meant to show more stuff and some lenses are meant to show less stuff on the frame. Some can zoom in so your angle of view. You can do this on your own. First time chat, Rose the Baka. Thank you. I'm skipping over the lens stuff. This is a visual novel I made and I want to keep with the story. At the end, I am going to Death of Field. At the end, I am going to link people the visual novel so that you can, if you want to, look through these things on like the lenses and focus and all about that, because I want to see if I can get through this game at the end. So all of this stuff right here is just about like learning about film, so it doesn't have anything to do with the story here. So see, there's a lot, and I know there's a lot. You can see him dance though. But yeah, I made this is a visual novel I made, so it's like Doki Doki Literature Club but with film. Oh dear, almost ran out of ink with that. Good thing about VHS tapes, you can watch them multiple times. Eventually get all squiggly due to the magnetic system it uses. You'll be able to watch it many times before that. I'm okay. I'll let my mind breathe a little bit after doing that. Can I ask you a question? Like the nicest way I can of putting it? Sure. Why do we need to know any of this stuff? Can't we just... Oh, thank you. Hold on. Let's get that. Let's... Thank you. Okay. You can. That's the beauty of this. If you just want to practice composition and this really confuses you, then you can. Just give yourself more choices with this information. That way a family taking pictures on their annual trips to the Grand Canyon doesn't truly need all of this, but their choices of how things... So the more knowledge you have, the more choices you can have, basically. You can have your camera phone, you just click it and click it again, but if you have more knowledge, you might be able to do more things with it, make it look fancier. You know, more knowledge is power. Someone limited. Though I believe no filmmaker is truly satisfied, it would be impossible if they want to tweak certain things about their image and don't know manual mode. So if you only know auto mode, you're not going to be able to tweak it that much. I don't want this to be the cause of I play by my own rules and don't listen to no one. But the choices in life, I can still play the piano if I want at any time. But I won't have the knowledge of getting the music that's stuck in my head. Anyway, I'm babbling. You are babbling, and that's okay. I didn't want to bring up that we haven't gotten our festival title. True. It's the festival day for the school, but I bet the band has given themselves a name. We don't really need to. I think we should. Any ideas, Yuri? Name of the festival. Name of the festival. Let me use my social security number. No, festival name is Sprite. Sprite. That'll work. Do you think you'll have something ready, Tatsuo? I have actually an idea that involves some of my friends in that forest Okimi went to. So Nagi's got an idea for a major final film project. So we're at the final film project. Oh, so you want to shoot there at the fancy forest? Do you think Nagi and I can do some kind of collaboration? There were still certain shots I didn't get from last time, and it being a narrative might help me make more decisions, since I was too loosey-goosey on the last forest project. But we'll want a challenge. Yes, Nagi, I do have something planned. That's okay for Okimi for waiting your turn. Sorry. I would like that, since I still I have it mostly written. A little confusing, my writing here, but no idea how it would look. I think it's confusing sometimes, since I'm doing all the voices, that it sounds like one person going through the whole thing. So you mean you didn't storyboard anything? What's that? Don't make a whole big speech, Yuri, please. All I was gonna say is that you draw pictures of certain shots you want to go to that goes along with the script, that's all. It gives more complicated, like writing down what scenes and shots go with what images, clustering scenes that can take place in the same shot, even though they're in different parts of the story. Stop! Please. That's plenty to think of. What got you all crabby, Tatsuo? Nothing. Just tired. Not a good excuse, but something. Anyway, unless anyone has any more things to say, we can call it a day. If you want. Would you like any help, Tatsuo, if me and Okimi work together? Would you like to be part of the whole big film collaboration? No, I'm okay. I'm an army of one. And Tatsuo is the one in the middle. Nagi is the one on the left. Okimi is the one on the right. It's not the best practice, Tatsuo. I'm going to work on the logo here while I still have some time, guys. Oh, okay, Okimi. Like I said, just give them a try maybe. Let's see here. Well, I still have some time. Yeah, some time. Have it separated. There we go. Took a picture of it. Moving on. We're going to get to more of the story thing in a minute. Oh, okay, Okimi. Like I said, just give them a try maybe. You're right. I have a setup idea before anything else. Want to make sure the story is solid. Then I'll let you guys know. Like always, sounds good. Perfect. And let's end this on a high note. Sure. And Nagi? Oh, yes? Don't do your collab just yet. Plan out as much as you can, then share it with us. We can give you some criticism before you go out and shoot. Oh, sure. Something wrong? No, it's all good. See you guys later. Promise to get a project done, Yuri? I trust you, Tatsuo. Because Tatsuo has not gotten any projects done yet. Talk with you and everyone else soon. Hey, Okimi. You're gonna draw here then? Yeah. That gonna bother you? I just wasn't gonna turn off the lights. You can leave them on. Can I see what you're drawing? Getting some good ideas for the logo? Breath. Take a look. ... Interesting. Life imitating art, art imitating life. I see. When you get that done, look and try to get a logo going, because we'll have the order. We have to order posters. Got it. Okay, I got to get the phone. Come on, pick up. She still isn't answering. I'm trying one more time, then I'm gonna go to sleep. Pick up the phone. Hello? Hey, what's shaking, Bacon? This is Yuri, and I know it's you. Caller ID? Have you heard of it? You sound very lovely, by the way. Did you get enough sleep this week? It's been a good amount. Glad to hear your electronics haven't damaged your brain. Yet. Yeah. Thanks. So you're answering your Ururu's phone? I assume you're there? Decide to take her calls while she sleeps. I think she has the flu or something. But she may benefit from seeing you. I can give you her address. I can trust you with it, right? Do you think it would be weird for me just to go over there? No, not in the least. Her parents are out. Are out. Are. A-R-E. They do business trips together. And the parents just leave her there? She's able to handle her own. What was I saying? Capital saying Chrome 2021. Tell her I said hi. And if she asks you how to get your how you got her number, just say you got it on the bathroom wall. Bunch of laughter after that. I'll write it on the wall if she needs to come to that. If it needs to come to that. Well, here it is. Have to say, it was a little fun riding my bike at night like this. But I'm not worried since there's not a lot of rich people in this area to steal from. Wait, was that from spelled wrong? Nope. Oh, that was loud, sorry. Tatsuya says, can take care of herself. That's the one thing about this, is that some sounds are a lot louder than they should be on a few. Not a lot. Not in the music. But she forgot to lock her door? I'm not worried about this area, but even my house is locked at night. I read once there was a serial killer that would murder people that had their doors unlocked because he thought that meant he was welcome to come in. This is true. I take it upon myself to lock the door. Man, her house is complicated. I can't hear a single peep of someone snoring anywhere. Looks like I have to go room to room. Just the bathroom. An empty bedroom. Another bathroom. Looks like Ururu's family's got some extra income. Ururu? Ururu? Dot dot dot. Ururu? Ururu? I lose my balance and almost fall right onto her body. I threw my body back so I'd land on the back and not her. I can hear something. The floppy disk falls and lands near me. I grab it. It says disc 2 of 2. So this is the second part of the animation that she showed us today. I don't know what to do, but my intuition tells me to stick it in my pocket. It's an awkward fit, but it works. Cold sweat starts to appear on my forehead and even my hands. I am a statue. I don't know what to do. I didn't know she was that sick. Pick up new phone. Hello? What's shaking, bacon? Hello? You sound all shooken up. I am. Something bad going on with Ururu? A nervous twitch shoots through my body and releases out of my pinky fingers. This is true. For some reason, whenever I get super nervous, a lot of times it shoots out of my pinky fingers. It's very bizarre. I don't know how to explain it. But okay. I don't know why, but it is. I don't know if other people have that, but it is for me. What? I have no idea what to do. What? Yuri, what's going on? What's wrong with Ururu? She can't talk. That sounds normal for her. She wouldn't be able to talk even if she wanted to. I think she's dead. Oh, man. All those words fall in my mouth as my vision goes double. That was the rest in peace. I was supposed to do the rest in peace. Sorry, it wasn't Titanic. So you killed her for being MIA in these past meetings? No. She's not breathing. Dried blood is caked on her lips and the floor like a dry house paint. I have no idea what to do. Groans. She could be giving you the silent treatment for going to her house. I didn't think she would respond that badly as she did right now. Give her the phone. She can't pick it up. Why don't you believe me? God. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Okay, put me on video call. I stare at the button that changes the phone to video call. Click. I click the button and the scariest, quiet noise I've ever heard. Quiet noise? Quiet. Scariest quiet noise I've ever heard. What if Tatsuo thinks I killed her? Hey, Yuri. Looks like you haven't been washing your face. It's all oily. Oh, lady, what's going on with you like that? The camera was towards me first. I promise. I found her like this. Just turn the phone around. I slowly move my phone around. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can hear a drop in the phone and a faint sound of what sounds like vomiting on the carpet. What did you do to her? You have to clean my carpet, by the way. I don't know what to do. Hold on, Chief. What? First, watch your language. That's why she's so quiet. Yes, because she was poisoned. I wish the text didn't cover it, but she's all green. I don't know if you can see. I want to punch through the phone, but she is helping me and I can't get her upset. She may call the police any time. She could have died by how sick she was. You said she seemed only like the flu when you saw her. I'm no doctor. That's just how it looked when I saw her the last time. What great timing for her parents not to be there. Yuri? I passed out. You passed out. Might be some bad food poisoning that got to her. Like homemade fungus sashimi at home. Fungu sashimi. Puffer fish. Super deadly, but still people still try it. You actually need a license by the FDA to prepare and serve it in a restaurant. How have they gotten hold of that? How they would have gotten a hold of that is anyone's guess. This stuff is can really mess someone up really fast. We should call ambulance at least. Completely forgot to do that. We could. But just by looking at her complexion, she's been dead for a few hours at least. What do you know? My father's a doctor. I've been desensitized and educated to things like this. When I was younger, I would go with my father some days and go to see what he saw all day. I think I was a little young, but I wanted to be a doctor like him. So I begged for me to go around with him and see what he does. He would even let me watch some of the surgeries if I behaved. You still want to be a doctor? Is that why you're able to look at something as horrible as this without a second glance? That may be a factor, even though she threw up in the phone. Oh, I know. And I think I still want to be a doctor. I also want to be a chemist, or some kind of want because of my mother. She's a chemist and sometimes works closely with my father because she works at developing new medications. Tatsuo sus? Yes. So it seems like you had many types of parents that may push you hard. They're actually pretty chill. They wouldn't mind me going that way. Sometimes I didn't like when there were paid people to come in and test new medications. Sometimes it would actually cure them. Other times... The good thing from that is that they knew what would be harmful and shelved that formula. My mother would tell me those who don't learn from the mistakes are bound to repeat them. So have you checked her for a pulse? I was a bit nervous to touch potentially a dead body. Too afraid to CPR on a dead girl? I can see why you wouldn't want to get that close to a dead girl. Check her pulse on her neck at least. You can't be scared of that. Sussy Baka. So much. Use 2 fingers to find that carotid artery. But then my fingerprints would be on her. Are you afraid of the cops coming at you? Jeez, Yuri. I know I want to end at one good point, and it's a bummer to me because we're going to end like right at a weird point, but then tomorrow's going to be the really fancy fun day. I promise. I don't know. I know you didn't do anything. Well, they don't. Nothing. I'm sorry that I wasn't in time. Or talking to dead girls now? I'm starting to second guess your sanity. I still think we should call an ambulance. Do you honestly want the police and ambulance to come? Your DNA is all over her now, and they might cause you to be the only suspect. That's what I told you. You said not to worry about it. I say a lot of things. If the police see me and I'm the only one with her, then I may get arrested. Tatsuo, I can't go to jail. I wouldn't be able to... Wouldn't they be able to tell that she had been dead for a few days? You think that matters? What if I get out of the house and call a phone booth anonymously? You dummy. How the heck would you know if she's dead if you didn't see her? I looked around as if to try to find... I feel like sometimes I'm reading the sentences in wrong cadences, so I apologize on that. I look around as if to find the answer floating in the air. Well, that usually what someone would do in your situation. But do you honestly want the police ambulance to come? Your DNA is all over her now. That might be the only suspect. I can't just leave her here. Don't worry. Listen, I'll sort all this out. Our film club wouldn't be anything without you. And if worse comes to worse, you can blame it on me. I might take you up on that offer. So just go and relax. I know it wasn't your fault, so just go home and get tomorrow's lecture set. I guess I could go home and try to wrap all this around my head and watch some TV. But it would feel weird just to leave a dead body. Are you sure I should just leave? Yeah, go. Don't worry about it, Yuri. Go home and watch some nighttime game shows. Can't just leave her with that. This is all crazy. I have to go back in. It's locked. It was so nice of you to fix that door's lock beforehand. That came from the side of the house. I don't know what she's doing. I just hope she's safe. I want to go to bed. I just stare at the sheets. I can't sleep. All I can think about is I lost a friend that I barely got to know. And I left another friend to deal with it. It's almost fake. You have to act like a man and get back there. Not progressive, I'm sorry. I have to get back to see Ururu and see if she's okay. But I could also act, something. Sorry, I kept my finger on the space bar. Have to keep that political correctness up, even if I'm talking to myself. Wait, what? Wait, Tatsuo, Is that a foot? Hello, Rose here. This tape we're going to do a combo of color and light. We decided not to separate these two topics because they relate closely to each other when it comes to filmmaking and art in general. And we are going to end it right here. So once tomorrow comes, baby, you do not want to, if you're here watching, do not miss tomorrow. Tomorrow it gets very weird, and I bet you $1 billion you don't know how it ends. That's not even part of the ending. You'll see what goes down. No, she just happened to be there. All right. So I'm gonna save it here. She's not the killer. She just had to do what she had to do. Okay. Tomorrow. I might even start a little bit earlier. I'll see. But tomorrow's the day we get to go. We're gonna finish this off. Don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be the fun day with this. And so yeah, thanks for dropping in, people that's out there. Moon Ghosts, always. Thank you for the chatting as well. And we will see you tomorrow. At the very latest 8. But I might be able to get like there by like 7:45. I'll see if my lesson cancels or I don't know of it. I may be earlier. Just check Twitter. You can't wait. If I had to, like, I won't give any hints, but I'll just say it's the ultimate. Yeah. Yeah, I won't say anything. Because I don't want to build it up too much. You know what I mean? Okay. We'll see you tomorrow here. Thanks again for the excitement. Blah, blah, blah. And we'll see you. Bye.